Hi, my name is Kitty Greenwald and this is Slow Food Fast. Today we are preparing a recipe that comes from Ignacio Mattos, who is based in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. He is sharing with us a recipe for roast chicken with a parsley, radish, and currant slaw. And alongside there's a cooling Greek yogurt for dipping. It comes complete with a few restaurant tricks, such as how to plump currants and take the bite out of raw onions. But for the most part, it's made for home cooks, and it's a bit more sophisticated than your average roast chicken dinner, but not by much, and it certainly doesn't involve a lot more work. So, thank you, Ignacio, for being so considerate. We've preheated the oven to 475. Here we have a 2.5 pound chicken that's been broken into pieces. I'm going to break down the chicken into slightly smaller pieces and trim off some extra skin. I don't need any skin that's not attached to the meat in this preparation. What we're going to do is add the seasonings to the chicken and let it sit for about 5 minutes. So the seasonings we're adding here are whole black peppercorns, it's about a whole teaspoon, whole fennel seeds, and a good pinch of red chili flakes. Smash that up. That's what that looks like, a pretty little mixture. You sprinkle it in, and now an unflinching amount of garlic here. I'm adding the salt to the garlic, and I'm going to smash this up until it forms a paste. So there's the garlic, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Feel free to use a spatula or put on rubber gloves. I just like to touch food to know how much seasoning is distributed. You're tossing it sort of sloppily all over, getting the mixture evenly distributed. So here we are. The chicken's marinated for about 5 minutes. The oven is at 475, almost 500 degrees. I'm going to take out the roasting tray, which is going to be quite hot, so oven mitt handy. Pull out the tray, carefully have a place set for it. You're going to hear a sizzle, don't be alarmed. Okay, turn this to the oven, and it's going to roast for about 20-25 minutes, just until it's cooked through. While the chicken roasts, we're going to assemble the components for our slaw, which ultimately you're actually going to keep separate until the last minute. So firstly, I'm going to toast some pine nuts. So this is about a 1/4 cup of pine nuts, which I'm just going to toast over moderate heat, and I'll heat a 1/4 cup of sherry vinegar, and just when it starts to simmer, I will dump it over the currants. Simmering sherry over currants. I'm going to put these onions in an ice water bath so that some of their bite is removed, so that the raw astringency of an onion becomes a little less abrasive and the onion itself gets a little crispier. Here you have 1 bunch of radishes. You can just slice these thin, but you don't want them paper thin. You want it to have some bite to it. So onions are soaking, currants are soaking, pine nuts are toasted, chicken is roasting, and I'll get the vinaigrette going, which couldn't be simpler. You want equal parts olive oil to lemon juice. Let's do about 2 tablespoons. Okay, vinaigrette is ready. I'm going to pat my ingredients dry. Just lay it out. I'm going to strain my currants, make sure those are nice and dry. At this point, I think it's appropriate to spread your 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, which Ignacio is admittedly a huge fan of using, all over your chicken. So I'm going to take the chicken out and spread the yogurt all over and return it to the oven. Whole fat Greek yogurt. This is a 1/4 cup, about 4 tablespoons. So just smear a little bit on top. It'll get melty once it returns to the oven. And this just sort of works as a nice sort of rich, cooling counterpoint to hot spices. You return it to the oven, allow the chicken to finish roasting. It'll be about 5 to 10 minutes. So now we're gonna get our slaw made. Nice dry onion. Toss that with your radishes. pine nuts have cooled. Add those in. Your strained currants. 1.5 cups of plain parsley leaves. The reason you want it to be so dry is that you want the dressing to adhere. I'm transferring this to a bigger bowl because whenever you mix a salad, you want to have plenty of space to toss it. So I'm going to drizzle in a bit of my dressing. I'm not going to use everything. And you just want it just super lightly dressed. Taste it for salt. I need salt. So this is ready. I'm going to pull my chicken out. The yogurt is actually set up. Like that piece. And I like that piece. Some relish alongside. With a no-fuss dollop of yogurt for dipping. And because I'm an olive oil fanatic, can I have a taste and let you know? It's a lovely chicken supper. The meat is juicy and intensely flavored. The yogurt is cooling. The relish is sort of ladylike and surprising. So it's clean tasting and elegant. And Ignacio Mattos, thank you for sharing your chicken supper with us. I hope you all make it at home and have similarly delightful results.